Well, fans, Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday nights for the next few months are going to seem very odd for me without Janice, but I think she's going to discover that what she's about to do is going to give her greater pleasure than anything else she's ever done. Tonight we've got sessions from Header David, James, Overlord X, The Primitives, Slab and The Stupids. Hey, Brat, who are you calling a brat?
You brat. Beastie Brat. Who? From Ipswich, man. Beastie Brat. Skate. All right. I want to say that. Go back home! Now! Let's go back! Set it full! And you're thinking as a fuck! Just in case you try to fuck! You're just giving you a trial! I'm ready for! Don't you tell me what to do! I'm ready for! My reasons to try to you! Turn around! Start again! You're a dick! I want to brand! Why can't you do the rules I swear? Maybe so I can rap! I'm ready for! Don't you tell me what to do! I'm ready for! My reasons to find you! Bye! Hey! Bye! Hey!
Stupids in session, and that's called Heard It All Before. I always start off these programmes, well, often start them off by trying to listen to the records at the same level that Bruno Brooks leaves the things in here, because he listens to things extraordinarily loud, and I simply don't know how he does it. Must have blown his brains out. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yo, bust it! Created for a special occasion to make your people just don't want it to, but a nation. I'm here to make facts on a silver platter. You can argue, hey, low people, it really don't matter. I've got to wear a hat, that's right, on my head. Brown, purple, black, blue, white, or red. Oh yes, I gotta wear a hat, that's what I said. Cause my name is Overlord and I've got a little depth. That's why I'm the wrong reason to my song. I'm big about a push, I'm big about it, I'm on. I'm here, arrive, no fiction or fable. So what you all you sucker MCs, I'm able to nab you, grab you. If you bite, cause I despise imitation human beings on our minds. And when I finish with you suck, I clean up the blood stains. And I'm the wear my red hat, cause I got hell in my veins. Cause I'm the shit, book creator, MC, exterminator, earthquake, grand shaker. To say, well, operator, everybody's dominator. You with a terminator, so get my homeboys if you wanna live a later. I have to recite what I'm saying on my, it don't have on my head. I'm deaf, alright, cause I'm deaf. I'm at your service if you want me to rock. I'll introduce a P with him and hey, just won't stop. Cause I'm the Prince of Rhythm rapper over body and soul. And you rock it this way cause I said so. Cause I'm the one with a hat who never talks crap. And you never be that of a baseball bat. Man, you're whacking and whack. I'm fresher than fresh, I'll make you pour yourself off the 10th or legend. If you try to interfere with the cool. And if you keep on this, I'll make a mother slap you. Cause I guarantee the fresh I guarantee you. Fresh look, fresh gear, fresh rhyme, fresh me. But you know I gotta rock it, no stop. Be just a topic cooler one. King mother of this hip hop market. I'm the body generator. Your feet vibrator. You whooper. It's sweeter. There's no sound better. I'm the mind undertaker. Your beat can't take a clever bearer. Any member. I'm the mind programmer. I'm dead. make it, then protect it like a cool dark way. If you wanna mix them up, you wanna keep your stuff, you better tell everybody that you're gonna get tough. Like me, Overlord, hitting your hot spot like a turbo charger, rolling straight to the top. Now played overmade music, in them days I love it. Now Overlord's gonna prove that he can do it too, just for you and your hip hop crew. If we don't listen, what I say is down to you, but I'm dead. That's what I said, I'm dead. Overlord X in the place, your man, the dawn in effect. That's what I said, I'm dead.
That's Overlord X in the place, and he's deaf, and more from him later, obviously, in the programme. So far, we've only had one entry in the Festive 50. That's at number 19, Stop Killing Me, from the Primitives, but they're in session tonight. This is Dreamwalk Baby. Seems to have gone a bit quiet in Primitives country in recent months. That's Dreamwalk Baby, though, from their session. And Head of David coming up in just a moment. Let me remind you that the top 10 in the Festive 50 are broadcast tonight, though, starting in just over an hour's time, I'd guess. I'll have to work it out in just a moment. Head of David, though, and Bugged. Hardly been a wealth of records from them this year either. Head of David, and that's bugged, and one of the most idiosyncratic sessions that we've had this year, I think, was the session from James. This is What For?
Of torture or the rape of nature. Just today I won't touch those sickened papers. I will let myself get swept away by this beautiful day. What for? Tell me what for? Tell me what for? The sunset tonight is beyond all words. In the sky above, the square starling sparrow dancing on air. What for? Tell me what for? What for? Tell me what for? Glass into air parcels birds. In the square I am sun, I am sky. Today I will dive into Sellafield seas, sick fish myself and some strange debris. I would prefer to be anywhere away from here. I would prefer to be anywhere away from here. I would prefer to be anywhere away from here. I would prefer to be anywhere away from here. What for? Tell me what for? What for? Tell me what for? I will pass through the glass into air past those birds. In the square I am sun, I am sky. What for? Tell me what for? What for? Tell me what for?
And I think that as a stockbroker, he's the greatest record man, and as a record man, he's a very great stockbroker.
Let's go!
thank you very much, Jack.
And thank you too, but don't call me Jack. Those are the Stupids, and that's Life's a Drag. Before that, it was James, of course, and What For? And here's the first tonight from Slab. And listen out for their LP. I've been listening to it a lot over the last... Well, I say a lot. I mean, a fair amount over the last couple of weeks. And it's definitely a grower, very good. And I shall start playing lots of that on Monday night's programme, when, incidentally, we have sessions for you from traditional rustling with bits of paper, the Sugar Cubes, and Close Lobsters. But now Slab and Undriven Snow. Undriven Snow from Slab, and there's a version of that too on the LP that I was talking about scant seconds ago. The LP is called Dissension, incidentally. And here's another from the Primitives.
Wrap in a warm poultice.
Oh, no, this is too much. Did he say that?
Yes, I don't say it. And put in tincture of iodine.
Tincture of peppermint.
Cock, rock, shock.
Predators look like men, wild dogs shackles shot.
I'm very thankful I'm not going to have it for my dinner.
That's Head of David and Snake Domain, and before that it was The Primitives and Ocean Blue, all of these taken from our sessions, of course. Festive 50 starting at about 12 minutes past, I think I worked it out, 12 minutes past 11, the top 10 of that, of course. Overlord X in Effect.
Down with the X, we don't flex, we're not vex, we're gonna put you on the right check. This is a text from the X, you know what I'm saying, flex on it.
Oh, X, yes, my posse, numerous brothers, that's with me. No violence unless it's given. To my posse, the tempers are driven. So conflict, my Uzi protector. I'm my radius, but it won't get you now. Full force military to back. Each one come up posses on tack. The core with a heart before. So tough that I'll be ignored. All enemies will try to hold it. You got your mind crossed, on for it now. Let in and feel the roar of a posse. On time, on course. I'm a man, understand? I'm a man, I'm a main man. So you give me a hand. London, one big party house. Overlord is gonna kick ass out. But the posse, I've got you lit. The ex-posse, I've got you kicked.
I'm the dumb part of the switch, my double sting works for you. Doing prime time out there, we'll give you some fresh rhymes, you know what I'm saying, X.
My kingdom is like trouble with anything. You got your mob, the trouble it will bring. Hard for you to chill like brothers. I remember the time 4 summers ago when a party was packed with everybody. From north south, no one to kill a party. But now, the no-brain suckers wanted this just for a body. I was now, my ex-posse not crew or pack. A gathering of brothers, so take that, climb. But you ain't getting nowhere. You get high, or drop back down there.
Yo, crush hour, make sure you devour from the power tower, you know the time. Don't take no job, keep it live at 87 and 86.
Switch rap, part of my posse. Crush hour, part of my posse now. Mid-range, part of my posse. Sam a fam, from the posse now. Supreme T, from the posse now. Ray Small, part of my posse. Risky Days, from my posse now. Overlord X is in the posse now.
What up, Sam a fam, Supreme T, we know you like this, so we will give you some gifts. Give them some samples of what we're giving you.
Yeah, Wax Suckers on a mission now. Against the S, get buried down on the ground. Name was known, not forgotten. Unless the powers of the world press a button. Fight for the right of might to be supreme like an eagle in flight. Third World War with nuclear bombs. Fourth World War with sticks and stones. Protect me from others who oppose. Like a shield, but the ex-posse close. The blows of a cruise always get. If you want some, then you will get.
What you got, you're hot, so clap. You're out there, we're coming out live to y'all.
Overlord S got you impressed. On the street, the Lord is blessed. Hip-hop pumping like never before. Not watered down, but hardcore. The floor, dinner pack, my death beats. The girls jacking, I feel in my head. Rappers dissing, but I have learned like suckers. By my style, I burn. Ex-posse, hear the words I say, just do it. The Overlord X-way, I doubt. The suckers too proud to obey. Well, just do it the wrong way.
Yeah, I will fetch some flavor, because I'm the man that's gonna give you the favors. I'm down with the X, and my name's the Don. Not Ron, you're back. We're coming out live in the place to be. Overlord, show them some of your flavor. Yo, man, Overlord, that's your place. You're gonna bust back.
Yo, man, same dedication to the ex-posse in effect. Yo, from East London, y'all. Clock this.
I wish you wouldn't worry me. See if you can find somebody else.
I nearly died when you jumped in, but you had to drown before you could swim. All the people on the beach, they were so impressed that they wanted to join you, but no, they wouldn't undress or let that wetness splash their skin. So they prayed for a whirlpool to pull you in. Yahoo! 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 So they looked away and they tried to pretend that it was for you, but no, it wasn't for them. So the fear of sinking remains in place, but it's this fear of failure that's a real disgrace. Yahoo! Yahoo! Heads in the sand, sea out of reach, swept away by the games of the beach. Those people sat and watched your stand, and the weight of their fears put them underground. Will anyone learn from the stories that are told of the tribe who drowned in a grave of gold? Yahoo! Yahoo!
Boy, are we having stacks of fun in here tonight. That's James and Yahoo, the best received, I think, of the numbers in this well-received session. Before that, Overlord X and X in Effect. Here's another one from Slab. Is there a version of this on the LP? Hold on just a moment, I'll have a look at the sleeve. Information as you require it. No, there isn't. Mining Town in Lotus... No, yes, Mining Town in Lotus Land. I must apologise to the more sensitive listeners for the use of the word mattress in that song. We try to avoid that sort of thing on this programme. That was Slab and Mining Town in Lotus Land. And here are the Stupids being, well, stupid.
So, what's happening, Michael?
Well, I went fishing. I just broke up a record and threw it in. Fish ate it up, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty cosmic.
See, I went train spotting and someone called me a brat.
Oh, really?
Thought, I am not.
A brat?
I am not King Ad Rock or anything like that, so I think we should shoot them all.
MCA? Nah, who the hell's it?
Stupids, and that's called Shaded Eyes. And in last night's programme, or was it during Janice's programme last night, but at some stage, anyway, of yesterday evening, I was moaning on about the poor performance of your host, your musical host with the most, in the Smash Hits poll. And today I got hold of copies of Sounds and Melody Maker, and the programme did a bit better in those, so thanks very much for those people who voted for us. I realise, of course, as I always say, it's not a great national movement that's going to sweep into the corridors of power, more's the pity, but it's always very welcome nevertheless. And it's always strange that people who win the other sections of the polls are always bands that we don't really play a great deal in the programme, like U2 and The Mission and things. I never quite understand that, but it's always been the case, even back in the days of Emerson, Lake and Palmer and Yes and bands of that nature. These are the Primitives.
Why don't you turn out the lights? 'Cause
Yes, well, what about the big swarm of fries? Did they kill you?
Well, I wouldn't be writing, would I, if they killed me?
Well, there you are.
Please, God, help me. I'm all at sea. When your ship left, you forgot me. I heard my best friend say, who the hell are you? Where are you going and what you gonna do? Your clothes don't fit you, your watch don't tell the time. I think you're dying, but you tell me you look fine. Get out of my head, my bed's too small for more like me. If this is your house, how come my locks took all your keys? Oh, I will sail away. Sail, sail, sail away. God help me, I'm all at sea. I can't go on through this den of thieves. I lost my keys, think I locked them on the inside. I lost my house in the thunder and the landslide. I lost my friends when they saw me through my eyes. I lost myself in a number 9 disguise. Get out of my head, this bed's too small for more like me. If this is your house, how come your locks took all my keys? Oh, I will sail away. Sail, sail, sail away. Sail away. Sail away. Sail away.
Rather losing track of myself here. That was James and Stowaway in session. And let me remind you once again that on Monday night's programme, we've got sessions for you from the Sugar Cubes and the Close Lobsters. This is Headed David and Tequila.
He's a man called El Supremo. He runs a place called Voodoo Shack.
Now listen, you can't believe how I love these guys. That's Head of David and Tequila.
The BBC is your BBC. Every licence payer is, I guess, a shareholder in a sense. And this Sunday at 8 o'clock on BBC One, you can see for yourself just how your money's been spent in 1987. You'll be taken behind the scenes for a look at a year in the life of the BBC and shown just how the corporation gets its programmes on TV and radio. On Tuesday at 11:30, it's your chance to ask any question you like about Radio 1, when Johnny Beerling, who's Radio 1's controller, will be online for an hour's live phone-in. So if you've any questions about Radio 1 and its future, call the controller on Tuesday morning from 11:30 right here on Radio 1.
To your houses, get back to your houses. I wouldn't call them homes. Get back to your houses, get back to your houses. I wouldn't call them homes. If you're not back in those houses, then stay in your houses. All will take what will lie. Get back in your houses, stay in those houses. All will take what will lie.
Slab on the nation's #1 for fun, and that's called Blood Flood. And my friend William phoned me up during the day and said, would I please play something for Anna on her 21st birthday? I'm not quite sure whether it's her 21st birthday today, but pretty darn soon. And he said he'd do it at 11 o'clock. Well, it's now 15 seconds to 11 o'clock, so that's not too bad, I think. Overlord X.
Down, listen in the east side of town. 60 floors up a tower, see the sights all around. Designer, producer, I'm creator of the rhyme. My mission's getting better. To rock the stop, the world you not, you feel alright. Once I give me you a medical advice, that's right. See the light, down left, will you let's improve. Homeboys are 5 girls, cause this what's big juice. Cause I hope not going too fast. The beat don't get funny, I'll make a quick pass. So need to rip my English safe, my speech keeps the pace in the place. In case you had a nose, got style in my face. I'm concerning with my working. The life from the morning. Overlord, keep the beat so fast to be showing what's about to keep turning via me a ski. Flicking on the amplifier, kicking, making what I'm not dreaming. Now I'm the person and the rest is bold. You've been told that my voice is 24 karat gold. So it's cold, though cold. Now my part been closed, don't bring it up. Now rappers come my fight is old.
Memorandum as a message to learn. All rhyme with perfect timing, all before I earn recognition from you rappers as I educate your mind. Bust your ego, show no mercy, top of your line. Domination of this realm is what I will do. Activate my fuse and I'm coming for you. Cause I'm a lyrical master, magnifying your brain. I'll succeed to achieve my degree in fame. Specializing in my rhyming and I'm rhyming with style. In the history of rap, I'm talking your file. I'm going into action so there's no turning back. That's an easy rhyming for this I got a lick. Basing my lines on a musical beat. I'll write and create, make you wanna move your feet. So you chill through your bass and develop my skill. Defend my honor in this place, cause I'm out to kill. Kick it.
With the beat that makes a vinyl hot. Mind your hands, soft to plastic, and your fingers drop off. Imperial perfectionist, that's always strong. Cool to rock a 6-foot rock, creator time bomb. Head along, homeboys, cause this is not your grade. Come as sharp as a knife, come as sharp as a blade. Lay back, sophisticated words around my pipe. In case your ambitious boys decide to take a bite from my mind, I can't do nothing about it. Big mistake you just made, I won't kill, but I doubt it. So what's the stone that you're standing on, brother? I give a killer rhyme that I give another cover. Word, rhyme, rap, line. The way I say it kinda makes me individualized from the other rappers. Lyrical clevers, keep away from me suckers. Enjoy the shoot kisses, disses. I don't miss this cause I'm too busy doing what I'm doing at the moment. And I'm dominant. The beat is savage but it's under control. I never let the beat wanna go a dip on its own. The man Overlord in the place, in effect.
And the land of Dom, in effect as well, you know what I'm saying?
London, England, get down.
Well, I think your best plan is to take me back where you found me.
Hard
getting excited, are you? I always get amazingly nervous, you know. I mentioned this earlier, last week, I think. I always get very, very nervous during the last 10 of the Festive 50, in case I get something terribly wrong. I may yet, of course, because we haven't started on it, but it does start in about 5 minutes' time. Those are the Primitives, and She Don't Need You. And this is from James in session, Whoops. Get on with it. Come on, don't do that. Stop it. That's James, the last from them, and Whoops is the title of it. And from Header David, the last one before we get back to the Festive 50, Skin Drill.
Go, go.
had a David in session, and that's called Skin Drill, and now we're back to the Festive 50. In case you've not been with us before, well, what it is like listeners' favourite tracks of the year, be they taken from LPs or singles or from our sessions. And last year we had, in the final Festive 50, we had 7 tracks from The Fall, 7 from The Smiths, and 4 from The Wedding Present, and they were the kind of 3 front-runners. Well, this year so far, we've had, extraordinarily, I think, 10 tracks from The Smiths, and only 1 apiece from The Fall and The Wedding Present. But this is at number 10. Well, I was glad that got in there in the end, because the George Best LP, I think, was one of the very best of the year. In fact, when I got a call from a German radio station last weekend saying which was my favourite LP of the year, I chose that. And anyone can make a mistake. That's at number 10. And the only other entry that The Wedding Present had was at number 31, which is Getting Nowhere Fast, which isn't, of course, on the LP. This is your number 9 top pop favourite. I assumed you must be going for the straightforward version, The Fall, and that's Hit the North. Can't wait for that LP, I must say. Really looking forward to having that to play you. Around the end of February, they tell me. The Fall, Hit the North, that's number 9 in the Festive 50. And this next is for Ian in Somerset, and it's number 8 in the Festive 50.
Walked past this doorway 30 times, just trying to catch your eye. You made it all worthwhile when you returned my smile. It all became worthwhile. Don't you feel a little cold stood by the door? You know I'd really like to talk some more. Oh, don't be worried about your friend. I think she left some time round 10. What was her name again? You're not like anyone I've ever met. You're not like anyone I've ever met. Much of Charlie over here. Oh, I've known him off and on for years. He's never mentioned you before. Oh, that didn't come out right at all. And now I feel this small. That seems to be it, don't get me wrong. But how you gonna get back home? Oh, I'd be willing to walk that way. There's something I just got to say. I'd walk 1,000,000 miles today. You're not like anyone I've ever met. You're not like anyone I've ever met. Laughter all the way home. I had to tell somebody and you happened to phone. I can't think of anything else no matter how I try. But you know I can't even remember the colour of her eyes, and that's right. I've ever met. You're not like anyone I've ever met. Or at least not yet.
Quite right too, I say. That makes it 2 Falls, 3 Wedding Presents and 10 Smiths. That's at number 8 in the Festive 50. Another track from the LP George Best, 1,000,000 Miles. And this is at number 7. Longest record in this year's Festive 50, that's New Order, and at number 7, True Faith. And in just a moment, the number 6 record.
One of the pop and rock events of 1987 was the Prince's Trust concert. Radio 1 brings you highlights of that concert, featuring Alison Moyet, Bryan Adams, Dave Edmunds, Curiosity Killed the Cat, Labi Siffrey, Midge Ure, Go West, Eric Clapton, Ben E. King, Spandau Ballet, Elton John, Ringo Starr, George Harrison, Phil Collins and Paul Young. All that at 10 minutes past 3 this Friday, the 1st of January. The Prince's Trust concert, Radio 1, starting the new year in style.
Britain's favorite radio, Radio 1.
Just don't have to be said. I know how you both feel. The heart can rule the head. Jealousy is an essential part of love. The hurting here below and the emptiness above. Oh, there's always something left behind. There's always something left behind. Never mind. Oh, never mind. The tender caresses that bring out the man. I can't still be drunk at 5. Oh, I guess I surely can. Slowly your beauty is eaten away by the scent of someone else in the blanket where we lay. Oh, there's always something left behind. There's always something left behind. Maybe next time. Meals, a
Well, so far tonight it's gone Wedding Present Fall, Wedding Present New Order, Wedding Present, and that's at number 6 in your Festive 50 for this year. Another track from the LP George Best, The Wedding Present, and My Favourite Dress. And there are still, I'll give you a bit of a hint of what's to come, there are still 2 bands to be featured who haven't been in the chart at all yet. Who can they possibly be? But this is at number 5. Hold on a second.
Just another false alarm. Last night I felt real arms around me.
Well, that, extraordinarily enough, is the 11th track in this year's Festive 50 from the Smiths, and the 7th from the LP Strange Ways Here We Come. Last night, I Dreamt That Somebody Loved Me, and that's at number 5. And if you want to get the chart printed out, I mean, we have copies of it here, the usual thing, but it's also going to be in the NME, I think, and Sounds, and certainly in this Sunday's Observer, the latter case, along with a brief and, as I said, fairly fatuous commentary from myself. I mean, what can you say about it, really? You'll find out on Sunday. This is at number 4. That Petrol Emotion in the Festive 50 at number 4 with Big Decision. I thought this was a most unusual Festive 50 this year. I mean, quite clearly, not just because of the presence of 11 Smiths tracks in there, which, if we survive until next year, there quite clearly won't be. Although, if Morrissey brings out records, I don't doubt they'll get in there in profusion. But anyway, let's move on to number 3. Another one that starts a bit late.
Oh, why do you catch my eye then turn away? Thought we said all the things we had to say. Sean said he saw you holding hands with your new friend. How does it feel to know you just won again? Don't give me that, 'cause you were seen. Everyone thinks he looks daft, but you can have your dream. Can I keep that book of yours and maybe this one too? Oh, sure, I'll bring them round tomorrow, if that will do. Was it really full? They must have queued there since 3:30. Oh, I didn't go. Was it a good film? Oh, well, that's just me.
Don't give me that, 'cause you won't see. Everyone thinks he looks daft, but you can have your dream. Or you can have a dream. By your old house just the other day. That kid we used to think was mad, but now it looks okay. I think someone's here. Look out the window, I can't make out who. Oh, I'd love to stay, but I've really got so many things to do. Don't give me that. Everyone thinks you look daft, but you can have your dream. Don't give me that, 'cause you won't see. Everyone thinks you look daft, but you can have your dream.
Well, it was the whistling that did it, of course. That's from the LP George Best, the fourth one in the top 10 from the wedding present. Everyone thinks he looks daft, and I think the very least they can do is to call the next LP Kenny Dalglish. Then I might play it on the radio once or twice. Right, this is number 2.
Never, ever breathe.
Well, there you are. That's a number 2 in your Festive 50. Australians in Europe from the Mighty Fall. Right, I'll tell you what we've had so far tonight. It's exciting, isn't it? I shall enjoy this, I must say. At number 10, Anyone Can Make a Mistake from The Wedding Present. At number 9, Hit the North, The Fall. At number 8, A Million Miles, Wedding Present. At number 7, True Faith, New Order. At number 6, My Favourite Dress, Wedding Present. At number 5, Last Night I Dreamt Somebody Loved Me, The Smiths. At number 4, Big Decision, That Petrol Emotion. At number 3, Everyone Thinks He Looks Daft from The Wedding Present. And at number 2, Australians in Europe, The Fall. And this was your favourite record of 1987. Well, there you have it. This is #1 record in your Festive 50. Those are the Sugar Cubes and Birthday. I was tempted to play the Icelandic version, but I thought that'd be being a bit devious, or deviant. And let's see, what have we got for you on Monday night? Well, of course, we've got a session from the Sugar Cubes, along with that one from the Close Lobsters. It'll also be 1988, and I'll have lots of interesting new records for you. Tonight, you've heard sessions from Header David, James, Overlord X, The Primitive, Slab and Stupids. Coming up next, the Midnight News Summary. Thanks very much for listening. Oh, I can relax now. Good night.
Radio 2.
The news at midnight. This is John Marsh. 31 people have been rewarded in the New Year's honours for their bravery during the Zeebrugge ferry disaster. 2 George medals have been awarded, one of them posthumously, for outstanding gallantry, and a number of Belgians have also been decorated. The golfer Henry Cotton is given a knighthood a week after his death. In the New Year's honours list published a few moments ago, there are a number of awards for gallantry to people involved in the rescue of passengers and crew of the Herald of Free Enterprise in March. They include 2 George medals, one of them awarded posthumously. There's also a posthumous knighthood for the golfer Henry Cotton. Other sportsmen and women are included in the list. The stage is also represented. Dennis Frost has been examining the list.
The George Medal goes to a passenger on the Herald of Free Enterprise, Andrew Parker, and to the former head waiter, Michael Skippen. He died after helping people to safety from the stricken ship. Andrew Parker stretched his body into a human bridge over a flooded compartment, providing an escape route for his family and at least 18 other people. 2 Belgian divers and 2 members of the Belgian Navy received the Queen's Gallantry Medal, along with 6 Britons. In the home list, the new life peers are Sir Robert Armstrong, Sir John Donaldson, Master of the Rolls, and the Chief Rabbi, Sir Emanuel Jakobowitz. Posthumous knighthoods are rare, but golfer Henry Cotton at least had the satisfaction of knowing about his honour before he died last week. Another knighthood goes to the television producer and scriptwriter Anthony Jay. He's co-author of Mrs. Thatcher's favourite TV show, Yes, Prime Minister. There's a new dame of the theatre, Judi Dench. Diana Rigg and Denham Elliott become CBEs, and Patricia Hayes an OBE. Beatles record producer George Martin gets the CBE. Sportsmen honoured include cricketer Dennis Amos, footballer Billy Bonds, Scottish rugby forward Colin Deans, and the golfer Nick Faldo. They all receive the MBE.
The Prime Minister's press secretary has written to the editor of the Sun newspaper demanding that he explain why he published part of the New Year's honours a day early. The Prime Minister is said to be furious at what she regards as a serious breach of trust. Downing Street is thought to be considering restrictions on the circulation of the list to news organisations to prevent early publication in future. The leaders of the 4 main political parties have issued New Year messages. The Prime Minister said her policies were the greatest programme of reforming legislation this century and would usher in a new age of freedom. For Labour, Mr Kinnock foresaw a Britain in which shabbiness, violence and debt would continue to grow. The Liberal leader, Mr David Steele, conceded that the Alliance election result was disappointing, but a new merged party would be in operation by next summer. For the SDP...